Hello and welcome to a much delayed but still relevant report card for the 900 Global Zen U. If you haven't seen one of these before, basically what I do is go back and revisit a ball that's been out for a few months to check in. See how popular it's been, see if I got it right in the review, and report on how much we've used it and what it's best at. Some people want to have certain balls as soon as they come out, while other people will wait for a few months to judge the reception and staying power. Also, since it is a report card, I will actually be giving out grades. Before we get into it, remember that my code Rosdahl10 gets you 10% off at checkout at CoolWick. There's a link in the description to buy a Zen U at Bowler's Mart. I do earn a 5% commission from all sales made through the link. Also in the description is other information and our bowler stats if you're interested. I wasn't sure how to take the Zen U at first because SPI doesn't have the greatest history with non-traditional urethane or fake ethane, as some would call it, on more traditional urethane cores, namely high RG and medium to low differential. The UC3 was a different animal and a very pleasant surprise, but much stronger core and asymmetric, so it made sense. We got balls like the Pitch Blue, which was average, Pitch Purple, and Fever Pitch were both pretty bad. The Fast Pitch was solid but extremely conditional, so having yet another it's urethane but it shapes more ball kind of worried me. In the original review, I was torn because it reacted a lot better than I expected, but it wanted to be both traditional urethane and reactive at the same time. It responds like a reactive ball, but it digs in like a urethane ball. Then, also like a urethane ball, it does eventually slow down a little. It flares enough to keep it from carrying oil down, so if I throw it in League, for example, and switch to something else, I don't have any issues or carry down to fight through, but it slows down because it has a very slow absorption rate. It does absorb some oil, but not very much, so the first handful of shots it's pretty diggy and flippy, and then it ends up in a pretty nice place. It followed almost exactly the same path the UC3 did for me, namely that I liked the reaction, but it had absolutely zero application until it shined up. When I wanted reactive, it wasn't right, and when I wanted urethane, it was too much. However, once I let it shine up, it became a monster on everything. It still has enough traction to be in play, but the shine kept it from being so early and almost working against itself. And here's some new footage with lane shine. This makes it work perfectly with my pitch blacks. I keep one sanded and one lane shined, and the Zen U goes right in between them, and also for when I still need urethane but also have to move in a bit. If I couldn't go straight up the lane with a pitch black, I'd have to go to reactive. I had no other choice. Now I have a choice for moving in. It worked very well for me in singles and doubles at Nationals this year, and you can see it works very well on Chromium. As I continue to throw it, you will see it gradually getting smoother, but it's nice because it's the ball itself settling down, not carry down being created. Once it slows down a little, I can move back to the left, get a little straighter, and just throw darts. I think you can see how beneficial of a reaction it is. I really do think it's our purple hammer, and I use it a bunch. I oddly haven't heard much about it. The pros trend more towards the pitch black, even though we have seen this one a few times. People all seem to have a good opinion of them, there just doesn't seem to be much buzz for whatever reason. For me, it's a solid A, especially because I can also use it on house shots and then transition into reactive if I need to, plus I use it just as much, if not more, versus a pitch black on tough stuff. It's perfect for when I need urethane, but regular urethane is too slow. For James, it's a B-, but he doesn't throw urethane much anyway, and when he does, this is typically a little too clean and a little too much shape for him. It looks good, it's just more conditional. And with my slower speed, it gives the ball time to move. It doesn't fit that well for him with surface on it either, because then it's just too much everything. Check out the description for a link to Bowler's Mart to get one of these ordered or find any of your other bowling needs. Remember to use my code Rosdahl10 for 10% off at checkout at CoolWick.com. Be sure to check out my memberships for plenty of early access and members-only content. Thanks to my outstanding members, thank you for watching, and may the strikes be with you.